I got a question for you. What language do the Shinigami speak? In the Death Note, in English, it says, "The human whose name is written in this book will die." In Japanese, in the Death Note, they use the word ningen. Ningen does not one-to-one translate to human. Ningen kind of means person, it kind of means any sentient being. Case in point, in the Dragon Ball universe, in the original Japanese, when they say ningen, they refer to humans, but they also refer to the Saiyans living on Earth. They refer to all of the anthropomorphic animal people and weird things living on Earth. So when that's translated into English, it's usually translated as Earthlings, or people of Earth. When King Yema is described as someone who is in charge of all the souls of all the quote-unquote ningen, he is in charge of all the souls regardless of any species as long as they have one. And that gets a little weird because he's also in charge of Frieza, and he's not from Earth, but that's a whole other thing entirely. So yeah, ningen kind of means person, it means sentient being. So if you were a person in Japan, like Yagami Light was, and you read the Death Note in Japanese, it would seem like you can use it against any sentient being. But if you're in an English-speaking country and you read it in English, it seems like it can only affect humans. So what is it? Well, it's kind of down to interpretation, but I kind of look at it like this. The word human and the word ningen are being used for the same purpose in Death Note, which is to cast that species as other from the Shinigami. It's noting that you cannot use the Death Note to kill a Shinigami. In Death Note, the only example of ningen are humans, so it would make sense to naturally translate it as human. In Dragon Ball, that's not the case. There are many other species of sentient creatures that are not human. So I would argue that if we look at this based on Death Note original rules intent, that yes, a Death Note can be used to kill a sentient creature that's not a human. And if not, it terrifies me, because that means we need to introduce power scaling in versus battles to the most terrifying force in the universe, international contract lawyers.